Hello. So a couple days ago, they released Solaris, and I did mention this that I was going to do a video about the 4 Super Titan team with the Light Titans. Like I did the Dark Titan one like last month, and I mentioned in my stream the other day. I was going to do a video for this because I know you guys have been waiting for this long-awaited sequel. So let's get into it. Guild battles. So right, we could try it on defense, but now we have Solaris and Rigel, and now there's room for more Super Titans. Like, now there's a choice. Like, before there was only exactly 4 Super Titans, so you just put all 4 of them in, but now it's like, Zedaraji's probably always a pick just because of the speed boost. Who would be, like said, I mean, in Tenebris, I feel like better than Hyperion most time, but there's maybe a case you want that, but Eden adds randomness, and I think Eden generally makes defensive teams better. Tenebris probably better healer than Hyperion, but so we'll try this, see how well this one goes on defense. Just kind of try some different themes. Like, and it might be better with Hyperion just for the extra healing, but we will, like I said, we're gonna try some different themes here. Let's see. All right, well, full auto with fire seems to be doing pretty good. Well, maybe, except we just got stunned. Ooh. Okay, it doesn't look like they got the totem off, but it's just the power of 4 Super Titans though is pretty good. Like you could probably beat that in manual with that team, but we're just gonna run some autos here and see how those go. Stunned. Yep, so they still didn't get the totem off. So that is kind of the problem, just having 2 Titans of color, is it's really hard to get the totem off in time. Especially since Solaris is the frontmost of the supers. So it puts her in the second spot, which might not be ideal. But the water's doing a lot better than the fire team did. Like, wow. So this will go much better. So probably as a defense team, kind of like same thing we conclude the Dark Titans. The Dark Titan with 2 supers, probably not the best strategy. But it is worth looking into. And we'll try, of course, we'll do the Grass Titans now. This one obviously has more randomness since we have Eden and Silva there, but kind of like I said, this is just to kind of explore like different teams. Like Eden, like you really, when you play grass, you almost have to always learn how to play manual just because the grass has lots of randomness here. Oh, they got the totem off this time. Ooh, I think we just lost here. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, well that was a blowout. And it probably could have also been with like who got grabbed by Eden and stuff. That can have a lot of stuff, but just full auto though, this seems to be holding up better in defense than the 4 super on the Dark Titan totem was. So like that's definitely something. So let's try some like kind of like common defense teams. Like something like this is really common. So let's try 4 super on attack. Eden usually versus water. Kind of probably want to hold off the totem, just try to get as much as you can because you only get exactly like 1 activation here. Okay. Nobody can die while the totem's up. Okay, well that's gonna be a win, just because we got 2-1 and we got Eden. I mean, I guess the Hyperion could still get an ult off, but I'm pretty sure we got it. Yeah. So there you go. That's pretty good. Let's try some other teams here. Angus. Yeah, no, so far I think this is better than, like, it's kind of what I predicted. Like, the Light Totem, because it lets you get the invulnerability where you can't die for a set period of time, gives you more value out of just having one activation. Probably, ooh, that's that. I do think these are probably your sets. Like, I think most time you'll be deciding between Eden or Hyperion. Like, I think that's usually the choice you're going to be making. It's like, it's a Hyperion or Eden for the 5th time. Because I kind of think you want Solaris, Saraji, Tenebris in this kind of a team. Mm-hmm. That's a loss here. Wasn't like a huge loss though. It was honestly closer than you would think it would be, and some different randomness that might be a win, and also just different timings here. We could always just try full auto, see how that goes too. But with the randomness on the Titans, like, you really just have to know like what to do in response to different Eden picks. Like, if Eden picks X, you need to do this. Like, that's generally, oh wow, look at that. That was a blowout. So I really do like this. Like, so we honestly should retry this one full auto. Like, I do think this has a lot of potential as an attacking team. Like, it just seems like it could be really good. Just load up with all these supers here. Let's try this. Yo, yeah, like, I'm liking it. Like, honestly, like, makes me want to get my dark and light totems. But you have Solaris here. Eden said, when Solaris does top damage, you win. Like Solaris, Tenebris. Yeah, the new Titans, they do a lot of damage. Like, holy heck. Solaris did a lot there. Solaris kind of like top DPS here. Alright, so let's see. Fire team. Who would you put? Maybe you just put Tenebris here. Let's try that. Like, I mean, traditionally it'd be like, for a lot of times you'd see like Hyperion on these teams, but increasingly I think we're gonna start seeing like Tenebris and stuff. I've actually seen 4 water plus Tenebris in like a defense team in a guild, as well as like the opposite. I've seen the 4 shadow plus Hyperion. So, but definitely, certainly the, like I said, the supers will definitely see a lot of play. Hyperion's good versus fire here. I think versus a fire team, you'd probably run with this here. See how this goes. Let's go full auto first, and then we'll do like a manual. All right, well, that worked pretty well. There was no randomness. No randomness in that one. So, like, that was full auto. That should be 100% win. Because as far as I know, the only Titans with randomness are Eden and Silva. And since we aren't using grass Titans on either side, no randomness. Alright, so let's try, like I said, there's not a lot of reason to try this one in manual if you get a win in full auto. Like, again, this kind of thing, well, there could be, like, if you're doing, like, actual power, because a lot of times you aren't going to be maxed on everything. But this is, like, max testing. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good versus an attack there. Like, a new themes we gotta try though is we could probably get things like the 4 Dark Titan teams. Um, Honestly, it'd probably be like this, to be honest, or a Raji. Maybe we'll do a Raji. Raji for the speed boost or Solaris for the buff. We'll try Solaris. Alright, let's do it. I think you want Eden. Yeah, no, I actually do think the 4 Super certainly has an attacking team, like with the Light Totem. It seems pretty good. I like it a lot. Oh wow, look at that, guys. Like it's pretty good. I'm like I said, Solaris is a pretty, like, it might be like that. I did a video other day talking about Solaris, probably the best Titan in the game now. But she's pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Like, we'll try with Hyperion. Like I said, if a Hyperion wins like in a full auto, then this is 100% win. You don't need Eden. But I wanted to try, like, Eden, I would say probably better more at the time, but we'll see. I think, gosh, that Light Totem, wow. Okay, not like I said, that's probably, like I said, full auto. Fully max, that's probably 100% win, though it was pretty close. Solaris. Hyperion, Solaris. We checked the things on those. I don't think we did. There you go. Okay. I guess first is the actual light team. Yeah, now we have light and dark. Now I just keep, now it really is like Magic the Gathering. Like, you have all 5 Magic the Gathering colors now, guys. We have white, black to go with red, green, and blue. All right. Okay, we'll try a full auto. We probably should have brought in Hyperion here, just for the full auto-ness. Yeah, no, that Light Totem, this, like I said, because it gives you invulnerability, it just works so well. Like, I really, like I said, this is a pretty good team. I said, like, oops, we were gonna do with Hyperion. I started doing all 4 white. So black. Yeah, no, you got, see, you got, where is, you didn't see, so you got white, red, green, blue, black right there. Let's see. Dang. There's so much synergy between Solaris ult and the Light Totem. Because as long as the Light Totem affects up, like, Solaris can't die. And just the synergy on that is pretty good. So I'm really excited. This is a pretty good team, guys. I've recommend it. Like, honestly, like, if it takes a lot, but even if you don't have like the max totems, like on your, like, if light was your main totem, like, you wouldn't necessarily need max totems on your other ones. Like, if you only had the light totem, like, the rest of these are fine and whatever. Like, if you were doing a new player, like, light totem is a perfectly valid one to go with now that there's light supers here. Like, before, I wouldn't recommend anybody going for something like, new players always like water is probably the best, but now that light's here, you know, like, that might be a good argument. Water's probably still like going to be the best overall for like dungeon and stuff. Just because that water totem healing just overpowered in the dungeon, but there's definitely more options now. So yeah, I think that dark and light titans are now viable. Like I said before the supers were available, I said dark and light weren't worth really worrying about till that happened. Well, now that it's happened, I do think they are valid teams. But yeah. But no, Solaris, though, she's really is kind of overpowered. And if you want to know more about that, I did a full video on how Solaris is overpowered, which you can find below. Thanks for watching.